Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Welcome to Cliff Alerts. Today we're going to be talking about On Network's reality-based TV series, Ready to Love, Season 6, Episode number 11.
And today we will be talking about Meeting the Fam and Donovan and Carmen.
Yep.
But before we get into that, we would like to ask you guys if you could subscribe, like, and share, and make your comments to our channel. We will greatly appreciate it.
Absolutely. Need that feedback, don't we?
Thank you.
Yeah. Come on with it, y'all. Come on with it. Anyway, this episode began by having Nephew Tommy meet with the fellas in the Gents Lounge for one last time, right?
Well, it's not our last time, but okay.
Oh, second to last time. I'm sorry. You're right. You're right. And instructing the fellas, hey, look, now that you've gotten your connections, squared away or what have you, I want you to introduce them to your family members. So, if I'm not mistaken, if I caught it right, Donovan was kind of uncomfortable with doing that.
Donovan says mom is a wild horse or something.
Yeah, that's what he said.
She cannot be tamed.
Right, under no circumstances.
You really don't want her to be tamed at this point. She gonna do what she gonna do. My kind of woman.
Yeah.
Anyway, Donovan meets with his mom, and she is jovial, and she's making fun of him, and saying that no woman is good enough for her child in a jovial way, because sometimes when a woman says that about her son or daughter, it could be a little bit dangerous, because then you're feeding into that person's subconscious that no one out there is good enough for them, and that could become a problem. But she appeared to be open and excited to meet with Carmen.
Right, and then the Carmen walks in and then sets immediately the right tone right from the very beginning. Initial impressions are lasting ones, right?
Right.
No matter whether they're positive or negative or anywhere in between those two extremes. Carmen rolled up with 2 sets of flowers, didn't she?
Miss Carmen is my girls, one for mama and one for her boo. I like that. Women, we can't give our men flowers.
Yeah, that's a nice little touch.
And then
it's
a double gift. You get to look at it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, absolutely.
But mom loved that. Mom embraced her. They kissed on both cheeks, and you could tell this is going to be a good meeting immediately.
Right. The tone was set early, and it was a good one right off the bat.
Right. She started clowning Donovan.
She was going to sell the tapes.
She was going to sell the tapes. She's going to call people just to verify.
Right. And that he grew up spoiled.
Right, because he had
spoiled.
a problem saying that he grew up spoiled, but she thought that Carmen needs to know about the history.
She went to the tapes early.
So Carmen looked like she wanted some popcorn and a nice glass of wine, and she kicked back
and listened.
They're
right, having her own little listening party.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely. When mama speaks, you need to shut your mouth and listen. You could learn a whole lot.
She was about to drop it on him.
It was fun to see how Donovan interacted with his mom. It was fun to see his mom being so happy and unreserved, living that 1000% life.
You know what was interesting about it for me, just the whole meeting, was that not only did they have fun, but they also transitioned into a more serious kind of tone.
Yeah.
And there was some commonality between, how Donovan was raised by a single parent, his mother, versus how Carmen was raised by her mother, also a single parent.
And the pain and trauma that is involved when the father is absent from their home.
Right.
And you could see Donovan teared up a little bit. His mom was talking about his experience missing his father, and then Carmen started talking about her mother, and
how it was just the two of them.
It was just the two of them, and they had to do what they had to do. I know from personal experience, when my parents broke up, I certainly missed my father.
Yeah, it's definitely critically important for a father to have his place and have a proactive role in their children's
Absolutely.
life. There's no question about that.
It's important.
And I too was, product of a broken household, broken family. But at the same time, both of my parents were there. Now it's always traumatic to go through if you're a kid, divorce of your parents because you don't really understand what's going on, you know, and there's depending on any given scenario, you know, the kids end up right in the middle between the two and being used.
And whoever the parent is, they can say some stuff that's negative about the parent, and you're in a windstorm.
Right.
And you're just taking shots.
Right. And so, like I said, you're not in a good position if you're a kid to have to deal with it. It's really hard.
So, and then we grow up, and you know, that could be the part of our inner hurt that we're still experiencing because of that loss or that absence that we had when we were younger. Their conversation touched him deeply. Yeah. And Carmen reached out, and you see she was sort of
trying to reassure him.
Right. And Carmen appears to be softer in her feminine energy when she's around a man she's attracted to. When she is in the presence of the other woman, she's a little competitive and have that different kind of energy. Right. But when she's around a man, she becomes soft. She blooms before our eyes, and that man-eater persona goes away. Right. So she clearly is feeling Donovan, and he is feeling her now that he has made a decision. Yeah. It looks like they're gonna be with each other at the end.
Yeah. And it seems like that is going to be the way that Mom, you know, Donovan's mom encourages him to roll because
she was advocating for that connection.
She was definitely Carmen's advocate, boy.
Mama is gonna have a say because he admitted he typically does not take women to meet his mother.
Right, exactly. And she's gonna have something to say.
He brought Carmen in with all that his mother is, and Carmen was fine with it. Right. So I think Mom will still have his ear because clearly could see they love each other. Absolutely. They were a joy to watch.
And also too, when they came back for their final meeting, he was very and when I say he, I'm talking about Donovan, was very definitive about, you know, his connection with Carmen. He enjoyed kind of recounting the experience that he had with introducing his mother to Carmen, and he seemed to be at ease and in a good space.
He always had some sort of connection, and every time we see them interacting, she is a softer person. Right,
and I think that's a good thing, and I will give props to Donovan with respect to one thing. Even he's been to me authentic as it relates to how he's moved through this process. Okay, now he may not necessarily have revealed everything about himself and his past to Carmen, but that's something that happens over time, isn't it?
Yeah, Donovan will have his feet to the fire as well. He should.
Right, absolutely.
So I see nothing wrong with a father asking next week, you know, what stops him from doing the same thing he did.
Exactly, and hopefully he has a genuine, honest answer. He owns his stuff, that, you know, in terms of the mistake that he made, and, you know, obviously can recount what he's learned from that and move forward so that he does not make that mistake again. Exactly. And you got to own it. You got to own it. Right, but they seem like they're, you know, as a couple, they seem like they're in a fairly good place right now, and that they have an opportunity to move forward together. We'll see what happens as they move forward. Carmen has Donovan's mom's vote for sure.
Yes, she does. As long as Carmen stay in her lane and don't try to dominate him, I don't think they'll have a problem. But Carmen is gonna try.
You think she's gonna test her brother?
Oh, of course, absolutely.
She wouldn't be Carmen if she didn't, would she?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I agree with that.
Does she look like she's gonna test any man she with?
Yeah, she's gonna do it.
Amen.
Yeah, that's given, woman. Okay.
So we would like to thank you for liking, subscribing, and watching us. We thank you for all your comments. And we thank you that you live, bloom, and blossom in joy. See you in the next bit.
You said you forgot to wish folks a happy Easter if you celebrate that.
And happy Easter if you celebrate Easter. Yeah. God bless you, your family, for generations to come.